Welcome to Session 10. This session provides an introduction to qualitative and quantitative data analysis for the purposes of program evaluation. Recognizing that you are or soon will be working on your data analysis section for your evaluation proposals as part of assignment number 4, this session provides you with some examples that will assist you in developing this section of your proposal. First, let's turn to a brief overview of qualitative data analysis in program evaluation. Qualitative data analysis focuses mainly on identifying themes and patterns in data and then coding and categorizing these themes or patterns to understand and describe the program being evaluated. There are a number of ways that you can conduct qualitative analysis for the purposes of program evaluation. For example, you can organize data around pre-existing frameworks, structures, or codes. This is called deductive qualitative analysis. However, in program evaluation, these structures or preconceived ideas of what we are looking for in the data often do not exist. So instead, as evaluators, we focus on developing categories and themes that emerge from the data. This is called inductive analysis. Inductive qualitative analysis involves the creation of codes, categories, or themes from the data itself. To generate codes, categories, or themes when conducting qualitative analysis in program evaluation, you can read the data line by line, phrase by phrase, or focus on whole paragraphs or pages. The approach that you use will depend on the purpose of the evaluation as well as the major evaluation questions that are guiding the evaluation. Regardless, the end goal is always to reduce the data by identifying patterns, categories, or themes in it and then producing conclusions or recommendations for the program based on this analysis. When it comes to analyzing quantitative evaluation data, statistics are used in a variety of ways. Most common in program evaluations are frequency distributions and measures of central tendency. At times, an evaluator might also look at correlations or chi-square tests. For example, to compare a group of program participants to the wider population, or to analyze the relationship between two variables. Program evaluators might also use t-tests, where they, for example, compare pre- and post-test scores if the program stakeholders are evaluating participants' knowledge gained from the program. As evaluators, we may also want to do some regression analysis if we want to predict or estimate program impact or describe or predict a trend in a series of data collected over time. Once again, the major evaluation questions that guide the program evaluation, as well as the data collection decisions made and the type of audience the evaluator is addressing, all affect the selection of the various statistical techniques. I find the easiest way to explore data analysis for the purposes of program evaluation is to turn to some examples. So, in the presentation area for Session 10, I have posted some examples to assist you in the writing of your data analysis sections for your proposals. Specifically, I have posted 2 articles that describe completed program evaluations. While the programs themselves in these articles may not be of interest to you, I think you will find the methods sections of the articles useful as they provide you with some insight into the type and level of detail that you may want to include in your evaluation proposal. I have also included one example of a completed program evaluation report. In this report, you will see the level of detail that the authors included in regards to the methods and data analysis sections, which they have labeled as Chapter 2 in this report. However, it is important to note that these examples are of completed evaluations. In your assignments, you're only writing proposals for future evaluations, and thus you may not be able to include specific information such as the number of individuals who participated in surveys or interviews. In addition, I have also included a tip sheet that provides you with some helpful advice on planning your data analysis for your program evaluation. It, along with the required readings for this week, should provide you with the knowledge that you need to complete your data analysis sections. I'm also happy to chat with you one-on-one if you would like some additional help with the completion of this section of your proposal, as I recognize it can be somewhat challenging. Now turning to the learning activity for this week. In the learning activity, you will be provided with the opportunity to complete an inductive analysis of open-ended survey responses. In the learning activity, you will read a selection of open-ended responses to 2 survey questions. You will then develop categories or themes based on the open-ended responses to each of the survey questions. Next, you will code the open-ended responses according to the categories or themes that you have developed and summarize your findings for each survey question. On Brightspace, you will then post answers to the following questions. What challenges, if any, did you experience in trying to analyze the open-ended survey responses? And what categories or themes did you use to analyze each survey question? You can find all the details on this learning activity in the Session 10 Learning Activity area on Brightspace. Next week, during our online session, I will review all the requirements for assignment number 4 in detail. We will also be working on reporting and communicating evaluation findings. Have an excellent week.